55 women. One dream. They've come from every corner of the world. A stage where stories are told and stars are born. Witness the grace, the fire, the glory. This is Miss SIMS Elite International preliminary competition. The journey to the crown starts now. Live from Miami, Florida, welcome to the second Miss SIMS Elite International. And here are our 55 stunning delegates.
Erika Dushko, Albania.
Leila Mendez, Angola.
Alma Figueroa, Argentina.
Ilani Dammers, Aruba.
Talia Monroe, Australia.
Zendria Johnson, Bahamas.
Isadora Silva, Brasil.
Sreka Darachan, Cambodia.
Avery Langford, Canada.
Martina Valdez, Chile.
Liling Cho, China.
Camila Ortega Ruiz, Colombia.
Nayeli Vargas, Costa Rica.
Kiera Thielman, Curaçao.
Eliska Novotna, Czech Republic, Freie Messen, Denmark.
Valeria de León, República Dominicana. Bianca Esmeralda Torres, Ecuador.
María Celeste Rivas, El Salvador.
Chloé Laurent, France.
Annika Steiner, Germany.
Yaring Kroma, Ghana.
Sofía Marisol, Guatemala.
Nair Baptiste, Haiti.
Daniela Melara, Honduras.
Maylin Kwong, Hong Kong.
Anaya Mehra, India.
Putri Ayunda, Indonesia.
Giulia Romano, Italy. Amara Lee Williams, Jamaica. Aiko Tanaka, Japan.
Amani Nuru, Kenya.
한율지, Korea.
Vincent Farmason, Laos.
Alia Nur Iman, Malaysia.
Shania Gopal, Mauritius.
Fernanda Reyes, Mexico.
Elisia Kaiparura,
Namibia.
Anusha Rai.
Nepal. Tessa Willow Moore. New Zealand.
Lucía Benavides. Nicaragua.
Kayamaka Okafor. Nigeria.
Camila Herrera, Perú.
Lara Magbanua. Philippines.
Zofia Wysocka. Poland.
Norella Santiago, Puerto Rico.
Lonnie Famasino, Samoa.
Elena Morales. España.
Naledi Kumalo, South Africa.
Kanika Saline. Thailand.
Valeria Torres Harper. United Kingdom.
Brooklyn Carter, USA. Ivana Delgado, Venezuela.
Ninh My Duyên. Việt Nam.
Nyasha Chico. Zimbabwe.
Weren't they just fabulous? Each of our 55 incredible delegates has poured heart and soul into this journey, and tonight, they're ready to shine. What an absolute honor it is to welcome you all to the preliminary competition of Miss SIMS Elite International. I'm Krista Lofton, your Miss SIMS Elite Newcrest, and I want to thank the MSE organization for this incredible opportunity. Tonight, our delegates will grace the stage in the swimsuit and evening gown rounds, bringing elegance, strength, and confidence. And while we enjoy the show, our esteemed selection committee will have the tough task of scoring each performance to determine who moves on to the grand finals. Speaking of which, let's meet the brilliant minds behind the scores, our esteemed selection committee. First up, we're thrilled to welcome the reigning queens of Miss SIMS Elite, 3 phenomenal women who have set the gold standard for beauty, brains, and purpose. Sierra Brenna, our current title holder, is not only a stunning model, but a dedicated marine biologist and a passionate advocate for peace and love. Joining her is Noelle Goldstein, our inspiring first runner-up, who champions youth and women empowerment with grace and strength. And rounding out this power trio, Lena Hutchinson, our second runner-up, a life and relationship coach, and an unstoppable force on the runway. But that's not all. We are also honored to have with us Lee Goldman, the visionary founder and owner of the Miss SIMS Elite pageants. Thank you for creating a platform where dreams truly come alive. Joining her is the radiant Joy Catania, host of our very first edition and now the creative director of the MSE organization. She's a former model with an eye for brilliance and a heart for storytelling. And finally, the ever-charismatic Cesar Cornell, our beloved MSE host, acclaimed actor, and soon-to-be author. Audiences adore him, and tonight, he's back to help shape another chapter of MSE magic. Let's give a warm round of applause for our incredible judges. And of course, I'm not hosting this incredible evening alone. Please join me in welcoming the reigning Miss SIMS Elite International, Maria Luz Reyes.
Thank you so much, Krista. Wow, what a show already, and it hasn't even started. I'm beyond excited to be here for the second edition of Miss Sims Elite International, and even more thrilled to be co-hosting this magical night with you. Tonight is the celebration of dedication. These 55 incredible women have poured their hearts into every rehearsal, every walk, every moment. They are not just beautiful, they are powerful. So buckle up, everyone. It's time to turn up the heat. Let's begin the preliminary swimsuit competition.
Let's meet our first group of 8 and kick off the swimsuit competition in style. We begin with Albania. Fierce and fashion-forward, Erila Dushku is a rising designer who believes style should never harm the planet. She launched her first eco-friendly swimwear line at just 22 and mentors young Albanian girls through fashion workshops. Albania.
Angola. Leila Mendez is a medical student driven by a passion to improve maternal health in rural communities. She volunteers in mobile clinics and plans to open a wellness center for single mothers. Angola.
Argentina. Alma Figueroa brings fire to the stage and heart to everything she does. She's a professional tango dancer and advocates for free arts education in underserved communities. Argentina.
Aruba. With sunshine in her smile, Alani Dammers is an environmental science major working on coral reef preservation projects. She teaches eco-awareness workshops to kids in Aruba and dreams of being a marine conservationist. Aruba.
Australia. Talia Monroe is a pageant powerhouse with a degree in international relations. She's worked on climate policy research and hopes to represent Australia at the UN Youth Summit. Australia.
Bahamas. Zendria Johnson is a fearless entrepreneur who opened her first smoothie bar at just 19. She champions healthy living and sponsors local fitness boot camps to uplift her community. Bahamas.
Brazil. Isadora Silva is a samba queen and law student who fights for justice and gender equality. She's interned with NGOs defending the rights of indigenous women. Brazil.
Cambodia. Srela Darachun is a cultural preservationist who documents endangered Khmer traditions. She founded a digital archive celebrating Cambodian dance and language. Cambodia.
There goes our first dazzling group, radiant, confident, and unforgettable. Let's keep the energy going with our next fabulous group of 8. Canada. Avery Langford is a mental health advocate using social media to start real conversations. She co-founded a peer support group that now reaches over 5,000 students. Canada.
Chile. Martina Valdez is an aspiring pilot who wants to make aviation more accessible for women. She's also a mentor in STEM education programs for girls across Chile. Chile.
China. Liling Zhao blends technology and tradition as a robotics engineer and Tai Chi instructor. She dreams of developing tech that supports elderly care in rural China. China.
Colombia. Camila Ortega Ruiz is a spirited journalist passionate about sharing untold stories from Colombia's rural towns. Her podcast was recently nominated for a regional award. Colombia.
Costa Rica. Nayeli Vargas is a climate warrior who has planted over 1,000 trees in Costa Rican rainforests. She educates youth on sustainable farming practices in her local region. Costa Rica.
Curaçao. Kiera Thielman is a carnival choreographer and marketing graduate who uses dance to empower girls. Her troupe has performed across the Caribbean in support of girls' education. Curaçao.
Czech Republic. Eliska Novotná is a biomedical researcher exploring new cancer treatments. Her recent work was published in an international medical journal. Czech Republic.
Denmark. Freja Madsen is a climate activist and artist blending sculpture with environmental storytelling. Her art installations have been featured in museums across Scandinavia. Denmark.
That was your second group, lighting up the stage with grace and power. Let's keep the magic alive with our third group of 8. Dominican Republic. Valeria de Leon is a singer-songwriter using her voice to raise awareness about domestic violence. Her latest single is an anthem of healing and resilience. Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. Bianca Esmeralda Torres is a wildlife conservationist working in the Amazon basin. She recently helped document a new species of butterfly in Ecuador's rainforests. Ecuador.
El Salvador. Maria Celeste Rivas is a human rights student and youth ambassador. She travels across El Salvador giving talks on gender equity in schools. El Salvador.
France. Chloe Laurent is a classical ballerina turned tech entrepreneur. She launched a wellness app promoting mindful movement for women of all ages. France.
Ghana. Yakruma is a public speaking coach who leads empowerment workshops for teenage girls. She's also a spoken word poet celebrating African heritage. Ghana.
Germany. Annika Steiner is a competitive fencer and aspiring neurologist. She's part of a neuroscience team researching the brain's response to trauma. Germany.
Guatemala. Sofia Marisol is a visual artist bringing Mayan stories to life through digital illustration. Her work has been featured in Latin American art festivals. Guatemala.
Haiti. Nael Baptiste is a culinary arts student who blends traditional Haitian recipes with global flavors. She's working on a cookbook that honors her grandmother's legacy. Haiti.
A round of applause for our third group, owning every step with pride. On to our fourth group of 8 inspiring women. Honduras. Daniela Malara is a youth counselor and sign language interpreter. She runs inclusive workshops for children with hearing impairments. Honduras.
Hong Kong. Maylin Kwan is a filmmaker capturing everyday beauty in urban life. Her short film about generational family bonds recently won a regional award. Hong Kong.
India. Anaya Mehra is a tech prodigy and founder of a startup promoting digital safety for teens. She's also a Bharatanatyam dancer, blending tradition with modern advocacy. India.
Indonesia. Putri Ayanda is a tourism ambassador showcasing Indonesia's cultural richness. She also works on ecotourism projects to preserve her country's natural wonders. Indonesia.
Italy. Giulia Romano is a professional cellist and mental health advocate. Her concerts raise funds for therapy access across rural Italian communities. Italy.
Japan. Aiko Tanaka is a manga artist who creates empowering female leads. She's currently working on a series about mental health and friendship. Japan.
Jamaica. Amaralee Williams is a marine biology graduate and certified scuba diver. She advocates for reef protection through school visits and snorkeling tours. Jamaica.
Kenya. Amani Nuru is a Swahili poet and youth mentor. She leads creative writing workshops in underserved communities across Kenya. Kenya.
You've just witnessed the fourth group bring the heat with elegance and poise. The competition heats up as we welcome our fifth set of 8 contenders. Korea. Hanol Ji is a Taekwondo black belt and STEM educator. She teaches robotics to elementary school students in Seoul. Korea.
Laos. Vincent Fomason is a cultural dancer and environmentalist. She leads cleanup drives and promotes eco-awareness through Lao traditional performance. Laos.
Malaysia. Alia Nuraman is a future pediatrician and founder of a school lunch initiative. Her mission is to combat child hunger through community-based support. Malaysia.
Mauritius. Shania Gopal is a singer and animal welfare advocate. She volunteers at shelters and promotes pet adoption across Mauritius. Mauritius.
Mexico. Fernanda Reyes is a children's book author and kindergarten teacher. Her stories inspire kindness, curiosity, and cultural pride. Mexico.
Namibia. Elysia Kaupirura is a track star and advocate for sports equality. She mentors young girls in athletics and recently organized Namibia's first all-girls sports camp. Namibia.
Nepal. Anusha Rai is a mountaineering guide and climate activist. She scaled peaks to raise awareness about glacial melt and climate change in the Himalayas. Nepal.
New Zealand. Tessa Willow Moore is a marine photographer capturing the beauty of endangered sea life. Her viral underwater series supports ocean protection movements. New Zealand.
And that's our fifth set of phenomenal contenders, redefining strength and beauty. Let's keep this wave going with another brilliant group. Nicaragua. Lucia Benavides is a public health student focused on prenatal care for rural women. She also volunteers as a translator in community clinics. Nicaragua.
Nigeria. Kayamike Okafor is a legal intern and debate coach passionate about youth leadership. She's the founder of a rising NGO that promotes literacy in Nigeria. Nigeria.
Peru. Camila Herrera is a Peruvian chef showcasing Andean cuisine on the global stage. Her food truck now feeds thousands and supports local farmers. Peru.
Philippines. Laura Magbanua is a theater actress and advocate for arts accessibility. Her community shows in rural villages have inspired a new generation of performers. Philippines.
Poland. Zofia Wysocka is a computer science major developing apps for mental wellness. Her coding workshops for girls have reached schools across Poland. Poland.
Puerto Rico. Norella Santiago is a hurricane recovery volunteer and architecture student. She's designing affordable, storm-resistant housing for vulnerable families. Puerto Rico.
Samoa. Lonnie Famasino is a proud cultural storyteller and former rugby captain. She empowers young girls to embrace both tradition and strength. Samoa.
Spain. Elena Morales is a flamenco dancer and language teacher. She's taught Spanish in over 10 countries and promotes cultural exchange programs. Spain.
The sixth group has made their mark: fierce, fearless, and fabulous. Our final group of amazing women is ready to light up the stage. South Africa. Naledi Kumalo is a spoken word artist and law graduate advocating for justice and women's rights. Her viral poem Rise has been performed at the UN. South Africa.
Thailand. Kanika Salem is a professional makeup artist and volunteer at a girls' shelter. Her confidence-boosting beauty workshops help survivors reclaim their voice. Thailand.
United Kingdom. Valeria Torres Harper is a film director creating short documentaries on social inequality. Her latest project premiered at the London Youth Film Festival. United Kingdom.
USA. Brooklyn Carter is a motivational speaker and business student. Her Power Hour podcast encourages young women to own their ambition.
Venezuela. Ivana Delgado is a rhythmic gymnast and animal rescue volunteer. She recently helped open a community vet clinic in Caracas, Venezuela.
Vietnam. Linh Mai Duyen is a tech-savvy fashion influencer blending modern style with Vietnamese heritage. Her content promotes sustainable fashion and cultural pride. Vietnam.
Zimbabwe. Nyasha Chikor is a law student and founder of a girls' rights organization. Her grassroots work empowers hundreds through mentorship and education. Zimbabwe. And that was our final group, leaving the stage, but not our hearts. What an incredible start to tonight's show. Our contestants stepped onto that stage with fire, flair, and fierce confidence, setting the tone for a competition like no other. We witnessed not just beauty, but boldness, pride, and purpose. But now it's time to elevate that energy. Confidence meets elegance in our next segment. Prepare to be enchanted as we welcome our first group of contestants in the preliminary evening gown competition. Let's meet our first group of 8 and begin the evening gown competition with beauty, grace, and heartfelt purpose. We begin with Albania. Erla grew up with a quiet strength, helping her mother run a small bookshop in Tirana. Her advocacy for literacy among rural children was born from evenings spent reading by candlelight during power outages. Tonight, she walks with that same unwavering hope for a brighter future for Albania.
Angola. Layla's story is one of courage. After losing her older sister to a preventable illness, she's made it her mission to improve healthcare access for underserved communities. Her presence on this stage is a tribute to the sister who always believed in her. Angola.
Argentina. Born to a family of tango dancers, Alma weaves passion into everything she does. Her mission is to keep Argentina's cultural heritage alive while mentoring young artists in underserved barrios. Her poise tonight carries the rhythm of resilience. Argentina.
Aruba. Alani once struggled with anxiety, but found confidence in community service and speaking out on mental health. Her walk tonight isn't just elegance, it's evidence of a quiet revolution within. A voice for healing and visibility, for Aruba.
Australia. As a wildfire survivor, Talia channels her loss into advocacy for climate action. Her grace masks a fierce commitment to protecting the earth for future generations. She carries the weight of purpose for Australia.
Bahamas. After the devastation of Hurricane Dorian, Zendria rebuilt not just her home, but her spirit. She now works with disaster relief programs and youth resilience initiatives. A true beacon of hope for the Bahamas.
Brazil. From samba stages to social programs in Rio's favelas, Isadora's journey has been about lifting others as she rises. Her gown tonight flows with the rhythm of empowerment. Her heart beats for progress for Brazil.
Cambodia. Srela's father was a fisherman who taught her that even small ripples can lead to big waves. Today, she advocates for women in coastal communities facing poverty and climate threats. She walks with pride for Cambodia.
There goes our first dazzling group, radiant, confident, and unforgettable. Let's welcome our second group of 8, each woman carrying stories of strength, heritage, and ambition. We begin with Canada. Diagnosed with scoliosis at 12, Avery spent her teenage years in a brace, but never stopped dancing. She now runs a program that uses movement therapy to build confidence in children with disabilities. She walks tall tonight for Canada.
Chile. Martina's brother's autism diagnosis changed her life path. She's now a fierce advocate for inclusion in education and has created platforms for neurodiverse students. Her voice echoes beyond the runway. Chile.
China. A classical musician, Liling traded piano recitals for public speaking when she realized how powerful her words could be. Now a youth mentor, she inspires young girls to find their own rhythm in life. Her quiet power shines? China.
Colombia. Camila survived a violent environment and now works with organizations focused on peace building and women's safety. Her walk is filled with grace, but her mission is grounded in justice. She speaks for the silenced. Colombia.
Costa Rica. A forest lover since childhood, Nayeli now studies sustainable agriculture and leads reforestation efforts. She believes harmony between people and nature begins with education. She stands rooted and radiant. Costa Rica.
Curaçao. With a love for marine biology, Kiera created an outreach campaign to protect coral reefs around her island. Her gown glimmers like ocean sunlight, but her purpose runs deep. A guardian of the sea for Curaçao.
Czech Republic. Raised by her grandmother, a Holocaust survivor, Eliska grew up hearing stories of resilience and kindness. She now educates youth on human rights and remembrance. She honors the past while shaping the future for the Czech Republic.
Denmark. Freja is a published poet who lost her mother at a young age and found healing in writing. Her verses now appear in children's hospitals across Denmark, offering comfort through words. Tonight, she walks for every soul still searching for light after loss. Denmark.
There goes our second spectacular set, each woman shining not just in elegance, but in soul. Let's continue with our third group of 8, each carrying dreams, legacies, and fearless devotion. We begin with Dominican Republic. From a childhood of scarcity, Valeria built a career as a social entrepreneur supporting single mothers. Her presence here is a testament to second chances and self-made dreams. Her journey is her power. Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. Bianca's grandmother taught her herbal medicine, sparking a passion for ancestral knowledge and natural wellness. Today, she bridges tradition and science through community health initiatives. Her roots run deep for Ecuador.
El Salvador. Maria Celeste lost her father to violence when she was 10. That pain now fuels her work with youth empowerment and violence prevention. Her presence here is resilience in motion for El Salvador.
France. Chloe once struggled with identity as a biracial woman navigating beauty standards. She now leads workshops on self-worth and body positivity across Europe. Her elegance is matched by her authenticity for France.
Germany. A mechanical engineering student and STEM advocate, Annika breaks barriers in a male-dominated field. Tonight, she stands as a proud example of brains and grace working in harmony for Germany.
Ghana. Inspired by her grandmother, a midwife in rural Ghana, Ya now trains healthcare workers in maternal care. She carries generations of wisdom and compassion in every step. A healer in heels for Ghana.
Guatemala. Sophia grew up with a stutter and turned to painting as her first form of expression. Now a published author and artist, she inspires children to find their own creative voices. Her walk is her masterpiece for Guatemala.
Haiti. After losing her home in the 2010 earthquake, Nile dedicated herself to rebuilding communities through architecture. Every design she creates is a promise of safety and hope. She walks with vision for Haiti.
There goes our third group, graceful, inspiring, and full of heart. Let's welcome our next 8 remarkable contenders as they step into the spotlight. Graceful, poised, and full of powerful stories, this is Group 4 of our evening gown preliminaries. Honduras. Losing her father at a young age, Daniela found strength in her mother's resilience, which fuels her dedication to education access for underprivileged youth. With a degree in social work and a heart committed to reform, she dreams of opening a center for displaced children. Her journey is one of heartache, healing, and hope. Honduras.
Hong Kong. A classical ballet dancer turned human rights advocate, Mei Lin uses grace and intellect to inspire action on women's empowerment. She was raised by her grandmother, who taught her that silence is never strength. Her platform today is her loudest voice. Hong Kong.
India. Anaya channels her childhood stutter into strength as a national speech coach for children with speech disabilities. Motivated by her own transformation, she has launched a digital mentorship program reaching students across rural India. Her story is one of growth, gratitude, and giving back. India.
Indonesia. Born in a coastal village and raised by fisherfolk, Putri witnessed firsthand the fragility of marine ecosystems. Now a marine biology graduate and ocean activist, she's campaigning to end plastic pollution in Southeast Asia. She walks tonight carrying the pulse of the sea. Indonesia.
Italy. After surviving a near-fatal car accident in her teens, Julia emerged with renewed purpose to become a trauma counselor. Today, she volunteers at local hospitals, helping accident survivors navigate grief and healing. Her journey from wreckage to restoration is deeply inspiring. Italy.
Jamaica. A singer-songwriter with deep Rastafarian roots, Amara believes in the power of storytelling through music. Her advocacy for mental health within the creative community is informed by her own battle with anxiety and depression. Her voice, both spoken and sung, carries healing. Jamaica. Japan. Born to a Japanese mother and an American father, Aiko has always balanced two worlds, learning harmony through contrast. As a cultural ambassador, she's building bridges through bilingual education and traditional arts workshops. Her identity is her pride, and her pride shines through. Japan.
Kenya. Raised by a single mother who survived domestic violence, Amani's mission is rooted in justice and voice for the voiceless. A legal intern with dreams of becoming a human rights lawyer, she uses pageantry to raise awareness on gender-based violence. Her strength is shaped by empathy and experience. Kenya. From coastlines to courtrooms, from soft songs to strong stances, these 8 women have shown that elegance is as much about the spirit as it is the silhouette. Let's give it up for Group 4. Prepare to be moved by the strength and stories of our next 8 delegates. With elegance in every step and purpose in every word, let's welcome Group 5 of our evening gown preliminaries. Korea. Hanol was raised by deaf parents and became fluent in sign language before she could write. Today, she's an advocate for inclusive education and accessibility in media. Korea.
Laos. Vincent grew up in a farming village and is now a food scientist developing sustainable rice alternatives. She dreams of feeding both bodies and futures. Laos.
Malaysia. Alia's brother is autistic, and through helping him, she found her calling in special education. She created a digital platform to support families with neurodiverse children. Malaysia.
Mauritius. Growing up as a proud Indo-Mauritian, Shania bridges her island's diverse cultures through community dance initiatives. She teaches young girls traditional Sega as a way to reclaim identity and self-worth. Her journey is a vibrant tribute to unity in diversity. Mauritius.
Mexico. Inspired by her mother who worked 3 jobs to support her dreams, Fernanda now runs a mentorship network for young women in tech. A coder by day and an advocate by heart, she believes girls belong in every digital space. She carries innovation and inspiration with every step. Mexico.
Namibia. Elysia spent her childhood walking miles for clean water, a reality that shaped her career in environmental engineering. Today, she develops sustainable water solutions for remote villages across Namibia. Her mission flows from memory to movement. Namibia.
Nepal. Anusha is a former monk-turned-model whose life changed after surviving an avalanche during a volunteer trek. That moment of fragility transformed into her calling to advocate for climate resilience in Himalayan communities. She carries sacred silence turned into global action. Nepal.
New Zealand. Tessa, who is part Maori, weaves ancestral storytelling into her work as a filmmaker and youth arts facilitator. After losing her brother to suicide, she created a program that uses visual arts to help teens express their pain. Her presence tonight is an offering of hope and heritage. New Zealand.
In every word and every cause, this group has proven that elegance is elevated by empathy. Let's give a warm round of applause for the extraordinary Group 5. The spotlight now shines on 8 phenomenal women whose stories of advocacy, identity, and resilience are as radiant as their presence. Let's welcome Group 6 to the stage. Nicaragua. The daughter of coffee farmers, Lucia launched a cooperative that helps rural women process and export their beans independently. She's turned generations of labor into leadership and economic power. From humble roots springs a new legacy. Nicaragua.
Nigeria. Diagnosed with skin cancer at 14, Kayamika was once bullied for her appearance. Now a model, advocate, and psychology graduate, she educates others on skin diversity and confidence. Her journey teaches that beauty begins with acceptance. Nigeria.
Peru. Camila's younger brother has Down syndrome, and growing up, she became his fiercest advocate. She now works as a special education teacher and campaigns for inclusive learning across South America. Her mission is tender, transformative, and deeply personal. Peru.
Philippines. Laura grew up in a coastal town where typhoons were frequent and devastating. After losing her home as a teenager, she vowed to become a voice for climate justice. Today, she leads youth disaster preparedness workshops across the islands. Philippines.
Poland. A classical violinist with a background in neuropsychology, Zofia uses music therapy to aid Alzheimer's patients. Inspired by her grandfather's memory loss, she fuses science and soul to bring healing through harmony. Her purpose plays softly yet powerfully. Poland.
Puerto Rico. After Hurricane Maria, Norella organized community kitchens and medical supply drives with her university peers. That moment of crisis gave her a lifelong passion for grassroots leadership. She walks tonight for the spirit of resilience and rebuilding. Puerto Rico.
Samoa. Lonnie honors her cultural roots through storytelling and dance, uplifting young Samoan voices in the diaspora. As a spoken-word poet, she brings ancient wisdom into modern platforms to preserve identity and pride. Her mission is both ancestral and awakening. Samoa.
Spain. Elena lost her father, a firefighter, during a rescue mission when she was just 12. She later founded a support network for children of first responders, offering them mentorship and emotional support. Her strength was born from sacrifice. Spain.
A powerful group, each delegate reminding us that grace takes many forms: service, courage, creativity, and heart. Let's applaud Group 6 for showing us how beauty truly begins within. We close our evening with 7 final contenders whose journeys are filled with personal discovery, cultural pride, and unshakable purpose. Let's welcome our last group of the night. South Africa. Born during the final years of apartheid, Naledi now advocates for decolonizing education in rural schools. She's built libraries and programs that center African heritage and literature. Her walk is a reclaiming of history and a rewriting of the future. South Africa.
Thailand. Kanika grew up in a rural Thai village where girls rarely pursued higher education. After receiving a full scholarship to study engineering, she now mentors young women in STEM fields across Southeast Asia. She stands tonight for empowerment through education. Thailand.
United Kingdom. A proud daughter of a British father and Filipina mother, Valeria channels her bicultural identity into advocacy for diversity in media. She co-founded a platform that amplifies underrepresented voices in British film and fashion. She celebrates heritage, duality, and inclusion. United Kingdom.
United States. Brooklyn turned the grief of losing her older sister to gun violence into fuel for change. She lobbies for community safety programs and uses pageantry as a platform for youth outreach. Every step she takes is in memory and in mission. United States.
Venezuela. Growing up in economic hardship, Ivana worked multiple jobs to fund her education in international relations. Now a youth diplomat, she speaks on behalf of Latin American women at global forums. She is the voice of strength born from struggle. Venezuela.
Vietnam. Lin is a fashion designer who integrates traditional Vietnamese silk weaving techniques into modern designs. After reviving her grandmother's fading craft, she now trains local women in sustainable fashion entrepreneurship. She weaves legacy into every stitch. Vietnam.
Zimbabwe. Nyasha survived a childhood illness that left her temporarily paralyzed, inspiring her journey into physiotherapy. Today, she's a motivational speaker and wellness coach for children with disabilities. Her story is one of healing, courage, and boundless belief. Zimbabwe. A breathtaking finale to a night of elegance and emotion. These final 7 women leave us with hearts full of inspiration. Let's celebrate their power, purpose, and presence on this unforgettable stage.
What a spectacular night we've shared. From the heartfelt stories to the dazzling presence on stage, these 55 remarkable women have shown us grace, passion, and power in every step. And if you were moved tonight, just wait. The final show will be even bigger, even grander, and truly unforgettable.
That's right, Maria. Tonight may be the end of our preliminaries, but it's only the beginning of the magic yet to come. Eliminations are ahead, and soon, the spotlight will shine brighter on our top semi-finalists. But we have a few surprises in store and something extra special for our viewers during the finale. So don't miss it. The journey to the crown is only getting more intense. Stay with us. Miss SIMS Elite International continues soon.